Alright, so PC part prices have been ridiculous lately. RAM goes up, CPUs go up, and somehow even cases are more expensive than they used to be. But don't worry, I managed to put together a $600 gaming PC that pretty much anyone can build. And more importantly, it plays everything you'd actually want to play in 2025. And this isn't one of those builds where the title says $600, but the parts magically add up to $900 once you check the links. This is a real $600 system built with real world pricing, and it surprised me with how well it performs. So let me show you the parts, their performance, and whether you should actually build this exact PC for yourself. Starting with the CPU, I'm using the Ryzen 5 5600. This chip is honestly aging like fine wine. You get 6 cores, 12 threads, great boost clocks, and really strong single core performance for the price. It stays cool, it doesn't need a big aftermarket cooler, and it handles modern games way better than a budget CPU has any right to. If you ever upgrade later to a 5700X or maybe even a 5800X 3D, you're already on the right platform. For the motherboard, I built this system using the Asus B550MA Mark II, a really solid board for the money. Great VRMs, clean layout, 2 NVMe slots, and all the features you'd want for a long-term AM4 build. But the board I linked in the parts list is the ASRock B550 version because it offers very similar specs and reliability, but usually at a much better price. Either one works great. The goal here is simple. Get B550, get good BIOS support, and don't overspend. For RAM, I used a 16GB kit of T-Force Vulcan Z DDR4 3200 MHz. It's solid, reliable, and honestly one of the better looking budget kits. But RAM prices right now are completely out of control because of AI demand. Data centers and AI infrastructure are eating up supply, which pushes consumer RAM prices way higher than they should be. That's why buying RAM used is basically the only good option at the moment. RAM either works or it doesn't, and a used 16GB kit saves you enough money to put more into your GPU where performance actually comes from. But if you can grab this T-Force kit for cheap, it's perfect. Storage is handled by a 1TB WD Blue SN5100 NVMe SSD. This drive gives you fast boot times, fast game loads, and enough space for a real gaming library. And a full terabyte at this price is still pretty good. It also has solid sustained speeds, so you don't get that drop to hard drive mode when you install big games. For the case, I went with the NZXT H3 Flow. Tons of airflow, clean design, and one of the easiest budget cases to build in. The airflow performance alone makes it worth the price. It just feels more premium than most cases in the $60 range. I also went ahead and added in some RGB fans as well, and the ones I used are the Thermalright TLC12C-S X5. These come in a pack of 5, and for $23 total, it's really hard to beat. They also add some RGB to the system, which I know a lot of you guys are into. Powering everything is the MSI Mag A550BN. It's simple, reliable, and affordable. 550 watts is the perfect sweet spot for budget and mid-range builds, and this unit consistently delivers clean, stable power without any drama. The internal components are surprisingly solid for the price, and it handles gaming loads without coil whine, random shutdowns, or any of the weird behavior cheaper power supplies sometimes have. And now the GPU, the RX 5700 XT. This card is the entire reason this build hits as hard as it does. For around $120 on the used market, it's kind of unbeatable. Performance-wise, it lands between a Radeon 6600 XT and an RTX 2070. It crushes 1080p gaming, it handles 1440p better than you'd expect, and with a few tweaks, it can even push modern titles at high settings. If you want maximum performance per dollar, this is the GPU to buy. Now that you've seen every part, this is the full PC. And the craziest part is that the entire thing comes in at around $600. For a build at this price, there really aren't any weak links. So instead of breaking down every single benchmark in detail, I'll just show you the real gameplay. This just keeps everything simple, clean, and way more representative of real world use. So just sit back, relax, grab some popcorn if you want, and watch the gameplay, and you'll see exactly how the system handles each title at 1080p.
Capture finished.
Supernova! Goddess! Almost hurt. The more the merrier. Denizens of the deep. Catch. This is real firepower! God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Reeks of red tape. Look at this one over here. Albert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exception. Come on, pick it up!
Capture finished.
Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal addition.
So basically, if the game exists, this PC can run it. Some titles need tweaks, sure, but for a $600 build, the performance is way better than it should be. The reason this build works so well is the balance. The Ryzen 5 5600 gives you a strong baseline, the 5700 XT gives you unbeatable value, and saving money on RAM, especially with how unpredictable prices are right now, lets you get the best GPU possible without sacrificing anything important. And the upgrade paths are great too. You can drop in a Ryzen 7 5700X, add another 16 gigs of RAM, or upgrade the GPU to something newer later on. This platform still has a ton of room to grow. So for around $600, this PC is extremely impressive. Everything from the CPU to the GPU punches way above its price, and the whole system build stays perfectly on budget. If you've been wanting to build a gaming PC without spending a fortune, this is honestly one of the best setups you can put together right now. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.